Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. With the All-Star game almost here, let's see how the West is shaping up. You look at Houston. They're in the middle at 5th in the conference, looking to build in the wins as the season goes on. And of course, there's the Mavericks, not in the same realm right now in terms of their record. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Flag is out there with Murray. Then there's Daniel Gafford. Then it's Malik Monk. And it's Irving at the point guard. And for Houston, Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with DeJounte Murray. Then there's Dosunmu. Then it's Olajuwon. And it's Williams at the power forward. And do you figure, Tim, we're at that point in the season now where we can really evaluate who the top teams are?
Well, Kevin, I don't think there's any question about it. There are a handful of teams we knew coming into the season would be at the top. But now, as you look, there are additional teams starting to open our eyes, and we're going to have to wait and see what happens with the trade deadline to see who can make a move to close that gap at the top.
And one of the beauties of an 82-game schedule, right? You have a long time to prove yourself.
No doubt about it. There are phases to an NBA season. We're about to enter the most important one.
I mean, I hope you can appreciate the torque that kind of move generates. He just has that natural explosiveness. The dream is something to behold.
Murray surveying the D. And it's Olajuwon with the jam.
Such a graceful player. Hakeem is light off the ground there for that rebound, and then the skill to send that one home. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack, and where's the help defensively?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Now here's Murray. Last game with 30 points. Shot clock at 5. Olajuwon drawn the double team. Dosunmu's shot is off.
Well, that was a great challenge at the rim and a difficult adjustment to make.
Murray kicks to Monk. Back to Murray. Dallas moving the ball around. Shoots from the high post. The shot by Monk is no good.
Still trying to find their rhythm offensively. Just 1 for 4 so far.
Williams has a screen from Irving. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
I did get a chance to speak with Houston's head coach. This many years into the game, and the Kyrie challenge is still puzzling. Coach said we'd actually prefer to see him shoot. At least our feet can be more set outside to contest. People forget how good of a shooter Kyrie can be. He continued and said, and threes are so hard to compete against, we want to try and limit those first. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that.
First team foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
For Houston, Hakeem Olajuwon taking 2 shots.
I want to take this time to welcome everybody to the show. Go ahead and check out the description area for the video for the storylines and how everything's going with Team Dream right now. It's a must-win game for them. After coming off that great victory against Team Showtime a game ago, they lost against the Houston Rockets, and tonight they're looking to try to get their season back going. And they're in a crazy battle for the number 3 seed in the Western Conference against Team Mamba, led by Kobe Bryant from 2006, and against Dr. J, led by Dr. J from 1974. So, a lot going on here in this game. This is a must-win game for Team Dream to stay up in that competition.
You know, you got to be impressed with the size and athleticism of this Mavericks front court, Tim.
And now the addition of Cooper Flagg at small forward. So in addition to all the length and mobility they already had, this now makes them the match of any team.
Dallas Mavericks coming out hot from downtown.
And focus on Murray. He wants to make the most of his opportunity.
Pass to Dosunmu. Puts it up. Another miss by Houston.
Well, I'm not sure if he was surprised to be that wide open, but something got him out of focus.
Monk finds Murray. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Olajuwon passes to Dosunmu.
We're seeing some good defense early from both teams here.
Over 3.5 minutes played. Olajuwon drawn the double team. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot two.
Some real good defense, good rotations defensively on both teams here, man.
For Houston, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
Not a strong suit for this group, just around 71%.
Team Dream features a pretty good formal front line, but Dallas has a good front line with Murray and Gafford. But we'll see how it goes throughout the first part of the game, especially if Houston breaks out their three-tower look with Robertson, Williams, and Olajuwon playing small forward.
He hits the second from the line. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Outside Irving. Gafford with the ball. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. The shot by Monk is no good. Murray with him. Now guarded by Murray. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
And that's just too deep. Olajuwon with way too many moves in there, almost automatic.
Back to Irving from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Houston. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Yeah, on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
Well, it just kills your momentum. You earn the trip to the line, but at the same time, when you miss, you give your opponent life.
The corner three by Kyrie. That's a nice ring to it.
Murray finds Olajuwon. Back to Murray. This one for 3. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. Well, every team needs rebounding. Let's check out the league's top rebounders. Well, you look at Olajuwon. He does a great job inside. One of the top rebounders in the league.
And you can't win games without rebounding the basketball. That's what has made him such an important part of what they do.
Dallas has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Olajuwon against Gafford. Wide open look here for Murray, and the Mavericks another 3.
And you like Murray as a spot-up shooter, knows where to park himself, and always ready to receive the pass.
Pass to Alexander Walker. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitor.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Wow, Murray right there just was not going to be denied.
Going to be a good battle between Irving and Murray in the backcourt here all night.
Passes to Monk. Here's Gafford. Pass to Irving. Monk outside. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Murray against Irving. Murray, the pass to Dosunmu. Outside, Olajuwon. Now, here's Dosunmu. D right on him. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That's on Keegan Murray. This is his third free throw attempt of the game. Dallas making a switch here. Queens checked in.
Hakeem Olajuwon. One shot.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd.
The big thing to watch here is, can Dallas keep up with Team Dream's rebounding? We're already seeing it right there. Offensive rebound led to a three-point play. That's the key thing to watch, man.
You have to take
And for Team Dream, can they keep Dallas off the three-point line?
What they did, and really, that's all you can ask for.
And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for him.
There you see Cooper Flag, last 5 games, 21 points, 48% from downtown he's averaging in the last 5 games, so you got to watch out for him tonight.
The open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Now, here is Irvin. He's coming off a 13-point game against Memphis. Sinks the triple.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
We see this in the NBA all the time. It is very difficult to keep a lead in this league.
Alexander Walker with the ball. Monk defending. Williams inside. Gafford's there. Williams can't get it to go.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
And, Tim, you think about rim-running centers, Daniel Gafford typifies that type of player.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a great finisher. He knows when to dive at the rim. And what you like with Gafford is that he's willing to meet you there defensively as well.
The shot by Monk is no good.
Yeah, he has had a hard time finding rhythm this quarter. Just cannot get one to go.
Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead change, it's 6 already.
Taken away by Williams. And Olajuwon with a clear path to the hoop. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. The Mavericks trail. Monk outside. Pass to Gafford. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Well, to stop him, you have to get better rim protection than that.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And a moment to see numbers for Murray. Putting up about 18 points per, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you look at the numbers. He's been putting up fantastic scoring production from him.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively, and he has provided points pretty much every time they've needed him.
Dante Exum, he's checked in for Dallas. Now, here's Monk.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Dallas.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Now Olajuwon slides down the power forward now.
Next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like
Mitchell
this,
Robinson playing center. Van Vliet now at point.
Catching up in the changes for Houston.
Hawkins 2.
Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Mark Williams.
Marshall at the 3.
Marshall comes in for Dosunmu. Hawkins checked in for Alexander Walker. And it's Fred Van Vliet in for DeJounte Murray. Now here's Van Vliet. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. The drive by Monk. Rebound by Marshall.
Those are the ones you definitely have to make. Sometimes there's just enough defense to make a miss.
Now Hawkins, he had a 12-point outing in their last game against Houston. Pass to Robinson. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation.
I don't know what happened there. It's like Mitchell Robinson didn't know. He doesn't know what to do. He had a mismatch, but didn't know how to handle it. That's the modern era that doesn't have the IQ. Just take him to the post. He had Kyrie Irving. Like, look at that. I don't understand Mitchell Robinson. He didn't know what to do. Let's take a look at this last situation. This is no-brainer basketball, but for some reason, Mitchell Robinson didn't know how to post up Kyrie Irving. It's kind of sad. Got an obvious mismatch here. He's calling for the ball out here at the three-point line. I don't know why. I'm trying to run him into the post. He's denying it. Olajuwon wants it out high so he can go ISO with Gafford, but that's not – this is the mismatch you go to. I understand Olajuwon's the better offensive player, but this is the mismatch you go to. There's no way. If Robinson just runs down here, it's an easy lob play. There's no way going to be able to stop it. At the very best, they'll send a helper, and this guy will get an open shot from 3. So it's just bad offense by Team Dream right there.
Thank you, Kevin. We know Kyrie Irving is going to get his buckets, but he wants to keep everyone involved.
Olajuwon let them know it, too. You must get on the post.
Encouraging them to do
you have a smaller man. You must take him down low and exploit him to the fullest of your extent.
All right, Al, thank you very much. Monk, left side. Irving surveying the floor. To the inside. 6 to shoot. It's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
He is just trying to make an impact by disrupting their rhythm.
Dallas needs to get off a shot. On for 3.
Well, despite this lead, he hasn't found the sweet spot yet. It's been mostly sour action.
And the dunk by Robinson.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now, here's Exum. Still yet to score. Inside, here's Irving. Tried to bank it in, but he missed it.
And normally, that's an easy 2 for him. I'm surprised he missed that one.
Monk outside. Outside Irving. Stolen by Robinson. Here's Olajuwon. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. 14 points for Hakeem Olajuwon. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Houston.
Just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
And they're also focusing on their break, looking for any chance they can to push the pace and get out in transition.
Here's Irving following the basket by Fred VanVleet. Looking to get back on track here. And Irving finishes inside. Irving's got 8 points.
But with that touch and finishing ability, if Irving gets that close, it is over.
Pass to Hawkins. Here's Olajuwon. Can't get it to fall.
Defense did just enough to force that miss. I really expected him to get 2 there.
Olajuwon with the block.
Without a doubt, one of the most versatile shot blockers in the game. Olajuwon does it in the painted area as well as along the perimeter. Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up.
Substitution for the Mavericks. Anthony Gill. Jaden Hardy. Brandon Williams.
Got it off in time. Hakeem Olajuwon has been leading the charge for Houston. His stat line has been terrific. As the quarter ends, he's already got a double-double. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
That was a nice pullback move by Dream, that last highlight there. Fake the baseline drive, stop, spit back inside.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Early offense in this league is key. You've got to score before the defense can set up in the half court.
Robinson is out there with Olajuwon. Then there's Hawkins. Then it's Najee Marshall. And it's VanVleet into the point guard position. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Kept alive. Pass to Hawkins. It's intercepted. Here's Hardy. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Williams against Van Vliet. Hawkins. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Hawkins has got his first basket of the night.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Here's Williams. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Well, he saw the opportunity and he went for it. I love his competitiveness.
And wheeling himself to the basket, Van Vliet has earned his spot in the NBA. This guy hard to deny.
Van Vliet against Williams. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
What a play there. The Hoopers plus the harm.
Houston making some changes. Mark Williams is checked in for Olajuwon. Dosunmu comes in for Najee Marshall. And Nikhil Alexander-Walker in for Hawkins. And Dallas with a change here too. Gill's checked in.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see, and it came this close, Greg.
When every possession matters, your defense has to be better.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Pass to Alexander-Walker. Back to Van Vliet, and stolen by Williams. Here's Hardy, and it's Hardy with the jam. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Now here's Van Vliet. There's a screen by Robinson. Dosunmu, the pass to Robinson. And it's Robinson with the jam.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. So, Tim, let me put you in a different hat. If you're running an NBA franchise, would you rather build around a guard, wing, or a big man in today's NBA?
I think I'd go with the wing with size, a guy that can create his own offense, and for which there is no great defensive matchup. Those guys, to me, are the ones that can help lead you to the promised land.
Well, that sounds like a good blueprint, and they pick up two. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Houston. They trail by one. Over in the corner, Dosunmu. Here's Robinson. It's rebounded by Dallas. Queens got 4 rebounds in this game. Murray kicks to Irving. Five on the clock. Pass to Exum. Jacks up a 3. And it's flag missing. Houston's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. The shot by Williams, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, the timing was a little bit off, and it forced the miss.
Here's Queen. He had 10 points in the win against Memphis. And now you see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well.
Just a terrific job over this stretch of forcing turnovers and capitalizing. They'd love to continue that trend.
Houston making some changes. Olajuwon's checked in for Robinson. Hawkins comes in for Alexander-Walker. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Fred Van Vliet. Daniel Gafford's checked in for the Mavericks. Now here's Murray. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. Dallas leading by 3. To the middle. Here's Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
Well, Murray knows better than to be selfish. He puts the squad first.
Murray, good. Murray's got his second basket.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
Irving misses. For Houston, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. You know, Greg, when Kyrie elevates off the dribble, it's a work of art.
He makes it look so easy, but That humidity is the result of countless hours in the gym and perhaps an innate gift for the extraordinary.
Olajuwon following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. Right at the free throw line. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And now just a one-point Maverick lead. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's ready to talk things through with them. Dante Exum is checked in for the Mavericks.
Number 0, Dante Exum.
The Mavericks are gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. Nobody near Irving. From outside, off the mark.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Murray, the pass to Williams. And stolen by Murray. For the finish. And it's Murray with the jam.
He's so agile at that wing position. The defense has to keep an eye on where Murray is in transition.
Now here's Murray. Williams, a screen on Irving. Murray kicks to Hawkins. The three. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got 3 assists in the game. And it's Murray with the jam.
Powering that one down. Murray saw a chance to go for it and took it.
Murray dishes to Williams. Back to Murray. Over in the corner, Olajuwon. Lock at 6. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Flag with it. Defended by Dosunmu. And that one's good. Flag.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Murray, good. Murray's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, he's raising the stakes here in the second quarter and being more efficient in the process.
Murray outside. Down low. It's stolen by Olajuwon. Murray against Irving. Second chance shot, and the basket by Olajuwon. Olajuwon's got 22 points.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Pass to Murray. Fires for 3. Hakeem Olajuwon with the rebound. Olajuwon's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Williams passes to Murray. For Murray. And stolen by Flag. On the wing, Irving. Drills it from outside. Irving's got 11 points.
It's first triple of the second quarter, 3rd of the game.
Murray outside. Shoots from 14. The shot by Hawkins, no good.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Well, that happens sometime. Nothing is guaranteed in this league. He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Williams sets a screen for Murray. Here's Hawkins. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got his 4th assist in this one. And it's Irving with the ball for Dallas. Pass to Murray. Now Flag. Now here's Gafford. No good, his first miss after 3 makes.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Murray, the pass to Olajuwon. And then Olajuwon with the dunk.
Oh, what a find from Murray. He's just a total team player.
Pass to Flag. Murray scanning the floor. And it's Murray with the jam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Here is Hawkins. Here's Dosunmu. Offensive rebound. Outside for Murray. Irving with the steal. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Goes up. Oh, and the jam by Exum.
Great effort and gets in a little razzle-dazzle at the end of that one.
Well, he had the spotlight. Why not add a little flair?
Now, you won't find many point guards with better physical tools, Tim, than DeJounte Murray.
Well, Kevin, he's 6'4" with a 6'10" wingspan. That makes him disruptive defensively, and he is more than capable on the other end. And, you know, you get so much out of DeJounte Murray. He's a high-effort guy, but he also stuffs the box score. Points, rebounds, assists, and then defensively, he is just a pest who can be disruptive.
Here's Murray following the score by Dallas. Here's to Olajuwon. Over flag. Another miss by Houston. The Mavericks leading. Exum deciding where to go with it. Here's Monk. He's covered by Hawkins. Here's Flag. Dallas moving the ball around. Rejected by Murray.
What a defensive play by Murray.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think
the previous play is under review.
Fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch.
The ruling on the floor stands.
Involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
He's still one of the best guards in this league today. Irving's decisiveness and confidence, two of his greatest strengths.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Now here's Olajuwon. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Houston.
And you throw in a huge night defensively. He was intimidating, blocking shot after shot.
And he just seemed to have a little more fire in the first quarter than he has in this one. And it showed in all the trips he made to the free throw line. Those have dried up.
And the first one at the line is good. And Olajuwon drops them both. Dallas has gotten into trouble with the three ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Irving. Robinson with the block. Here's Hawkins. Drills the three-pointer. Hawkins has got 11. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Hakeem Olajuwon. Olajuwon has been leading the charge for Houston. He's up to 26 points in the game now. Just keeps pouring in the buckets. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
You know what time it is. It's time for your fan half-court shot. Please.
Welcome to the 2K Sports Studio. Off the top, let's take a gander at the Players of the Month. And we're going to take a moment to talk about something. I've been seeing Shaq's face everywhere lately. Kenny, do you think it's fair to say Shaq is the king of sponsorships?
Interesting question, Ernest. Shaq, I do see you a lot in a lot of commercials, but I don't know if once they gain position underneath the backboard, it's hard to push them out of there.
And even when they don't have position, they have guys who will knife in and steal rebounds. Like you're stealing a piece of that cake over there, Kenny.
Good too.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
Both teams, man, 31 rebounds. There's the difference, man. I said at the beginning of the game, that's going to be a difference. However, Team Dream does have a lot of turnovers, so only a 2-point game here, so we'll see what happens.
The second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Hakeem Olajuwon has been sensational.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
For most guys, that's a night's work. It shows you how dominant he's been to this point.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. Irving is out there with Malik Monk. Then there's Murray. Then there's Daniel Gafford. And it's Flagg in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Murray. Just 5 to shoot. Houston needs to get a shot. Here's Dosunmu. They get it back. Here's Olajuwon. Fires from deep. And they get it back. Here's Alexander Walker. Shot clock at 6. They shoot again. He lays it in. Olajuwon's got the lead up to 4 now for Houston.
And that is their first make of the third. Let's see if that gets them going.
Gafford kicks to Monk. Murray outside. Off target with his 3.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
Pass to Olajuwon. Takes a 3. Dosunmu, shot's good.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Mavericks trail by 7. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey guys, this is the 4th and now longest coaching stop for the Mavericks, Jason Kidd. Kyrie Irving said he's learned from the past head coaching jobs that he's had and being with different players and seeing them improve. Now he's mastering his coaching philosophy and being an originator. Guys, back to you.
He has definitely seen it all. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. Now, here's Dosunmu. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Olajuwon's shot is good.
His efficiency throughout this game has really been something, and his team has been able to succeed in large part because of it.
Flagg with it, defended by Dosunmu. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Irving. That one falls. Irving's got 15 points. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Now here's Murray. He's got 7. Alexander Walker. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 6th assist on the night. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
And while we have a chance, how about the numbers for Malik Monk? Averaging about 15 points, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he can play some valuable minutes on the wing for this team.
Coaches love that guy who can provide instant offense off the bench. What a huge asset.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. To the paint. Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Olajuwon. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
They set the pick. Back to Irving. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Irving's got 6 points in the quarter.
Almost effortless looking. Kyrie's motion inside is so well practiced.
Back to Dosunmu. Pass to Murray. Olajuwon. He's covered by Murray. Here's Alexander Walker. A 3-pointer is right on target. Alexander Walker's got a pair of 3s now here in the third for Houston. Murray outside. Irving sets a screen for Murray. Puts it up from 12. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Dosunmu. Olajuwon drawn the double team. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting. Looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defender.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Mavericks. It's a 13-point game. Murray outside. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Murray's got 14 points for the game.
Gets one to go. It's been a great personal night for him, but those mean a lot less if you're losing.
Pass to Dosunmu. Murray dishes to Olajuwon. For Murray. Another miss by Houston.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
That one goes in. Murray's got it back down to within single digits for Dallas.
He's done a great job filling up the box score, but so far it just hasn't been enough. He needs help.
Murray, no good. For Dallas, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Murray, the pass to Irving. Off target from outside.
Well, he was shooting the ball from deep in the first half, but he's come up dry ever since.
And with this chance, let's quickly go to our rookie leaderboard and find out who the top assist men are among the first-year players. Cooper Flagg is second.
A number of gifted passers entering the NBA this season, and he's right up there among the very best. I like what I've seen from him as a distributor.
And with the most recent collective bargaining agreement, Tim, teams have felt the pinch of those new luxury tax and apron penalties.
Yeah, and the goal of those being put in place was to have more top-tier talent equally spread out around the league. And as you've seen, there's been some tough decisions already. Some teams have had to trade away some of their stars just to make the math work.
And sometimes it's hard to make that math work. There's so many moving parts.
And as a result, it's more important to be able to structure out your supporting cast than ever before.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
Finding a teammate when you're in mid-shot like that is really difficult, but he made it look easy.
Now, here's Monk. He's got 5. Murray, good.
And guys, so far in this one, Murray has been delivering offensively. This kind of scoring is what made him a high lottery pick.
Here's Murray. Pass to Hawkins. And some nice passing there by Houston. Olajuwon drawn the double team. Murray for 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Down low. Olajuwon with the block. And here is Murray. He's got 8. Pass to Olajuwon. Over Murray. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Olajuwon's got 36. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for Houston.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
I really like their effort in transition tonight, constantly pushing the pace and then turning that into points.
Here is Williams following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Murray right side. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Keegan Murray.
Nothing like... size in your backcourt. Murray is so tough to handle in the painted area.
For Houston, they have gone 9 of 13 from the line.
and they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Robinson's checked in for Williams. And it's Raji Marshall in for Dosunmu. Then for the Mavericks, Queen's checked in. And it's Dante Exum in for Murray. Now, here's Monk. 5 points in the game. Takes the three. Olajuwon with the block. Murray with it. Williams picks him up. Pass to Olajuwon. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Queens got 5 rebounds tonight. Stolen by Robinson. Here's Murray. It's stolen by Monk. And here's Exum. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Olajuwon. Here's Murray. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And that's just great body control by Murray. He took the hit, and he plowed right through it.
6 attempts for him at the line. He's made 4.
Listen, 84 is a really good number to post at the foul line, and that's where he's at on the year.
Gill is checked in for Flag. Now, here's Monk. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And that 84% free throw percentage is a testament to all the hard work he's put in on the line.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for Houston. And Monk drops them both. Houston leading by 14. Pass to Olajuwon. Over Gill. And it's off the back rim. No good. And here's Monk. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Here's Williams. Six on the shot clock. Back to Monk. Lets it go with the three. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 3 assists tonight.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
VanVleet deciding where to go with it. Pass to Marshall. And here is Robinson. Back to Marshall. Here's Hawkins. Outside for Robinson. Back to Olajuwon. Olajuwon drawn the double team. It's hauled in by Queen. Mavericks trail by 11. Here's Exum to the right side. Gill. Off the mark. Had a chance to trim it to single digits. VanVleet with it. 3. Marshall. And he's good on the 3 ball. Marshall's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Williams up on top. Covered by VanVleet. Exum kicks to Williams. Exum sets a screen for Williams. Pass to Gill. Olajuwon with the block. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Powell comes in for Gill. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Malik Monk. Now, here's Marshall. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
This will be his 5th trip to the free throw line. And that one falls for Olajuwon. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. To the middle, here's Exum, and finished off by Exum.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
VanVleet outside. Up top, Olajuwon. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist. 43 points for Hakeem Olajuwon.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Houston leads by 19. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, coaches love unselfishness, and this is exactly what they're referring to.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Olajuwon is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Brett Van Vliet. Then there's Hawkins. And it's Dosunmu in at the 3. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
If I've got Kyrie on my team, I want the ball in his hands as much as possible. He just makes great decisions.
Pass to Dosunmu. Oh, good with the triple.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Inside, Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You've got to love the effort. That's big time.
Here's Dosunmu, the good-looking shot from the wing. And Houston leads by 17.
Great pass by Van Vliet. His first job on this squad is to facilitate.
Tries from 7. To Olajuwon. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
That's their third straight made off an assist.
So, Tim, you ended your NBA career a little bit early because of knee problems. And at 34, you made the transition to broadcasting and have excelled so much. What has that journey been like?
Well, certainly, Kevin, I wish I could have played another handful of years, but you're right. The knee injury forced me into this line of work, and I'm blessed and grateful because I can stay connected to the game. I get to watch it every night with a front row seat, and hopefully I get to make people a little bit smarter about what they're watching.
Oh, you do, believe me. You definitely do. Pass to Olajuwon. Van Vliet outside. They get the rebound. Now here's Dosunmu. Alexander Walker finds Olajuwon. Just 4 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. Another miss by Houston. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Here's Queen. And that one is good. Queen's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Olajuwon, right side. Another miss by Houston. Mavericks trail by 16. Pass to Irving. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. To the wing right side. From deep, Williams. It's rebounded by Houston. Van Vliet passes to Dosunmu. Olajuwon deciding where to go with it. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Houston. Murray comes in for Fred Van Vliet. The Mavericks also with a sub. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Gill. Murray outside. Unloads from 13. And he knocks down the jumper.
That's a good look for Murray. Even though he's worked on his 3, he's naturally more comfortable in the mid-range.
On the wing, Irving. He's covered by Murray. Got a hand on it. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on DeJounte Murray. Tim, pure basketball artistry. That's what Kyrie Irving embodies.
Well, Kevin, the combination of the ball handling, the finishing ability, impossible shot making. I'm not sure there's any player in the NBA who puts on a better show than Kyrie.
Williams, he's checked in for Olin. Pass to Alexander Walker. A three-pointer off the mark. Mavericks trail by 16. Williams with the ball. Now guarded by Murray. Back to Irving. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Queen. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got his 5th assist in this one.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
And it's Murray penetrating. Cornette passes to Alexander Walker. Outside Williams. Here's Cornette. Covered by Gafford. Fades back. Here's Williams. It's hauled in by Queen. Queen's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Got that bucket in no time at all.
And as you can see, that shot is well within his wheelhouse.
Steps back. Here's Murray, and it's blocked, and he keeps control of the ball. Murray against Irving. He's clobbered. He'll get 3 shots at the line. It's going to be on DeJounte Murray.
Defense just a little too up close and personal on Kyrie right there.
And he's good on the first of 3.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Olajuwon's checked in for Luke Cornette, and he sinks the second.
And in terms of ball handling, this guy is just on another level. Kyrie Irving can put it on a string and just run circles around the defense.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Okay, we're going to go to our triple. The 3 towers look. We're going to put Olajuwon at the small forward now. With Robinson at the center and Williams up front, the power forward. Got to put Olajuwon here with Van Vliet and Murray in the backcourt.
Houston making some changes. Robinson comes in for Dosunmu. And it's Fred Van Vliet in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey guys, well, Houston's coach had some advice for the team over that last break. He told his guys, let's not waste this advantage. Hold on to it. Stay aggressive. Let's not give up ground. Coach wants to see his team staying strong out there, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you for that.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Irving against Van Vliet. Left side, Irving. Lets a floater go. It's rebounded by Houston. Robinson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Van Vliet outside. Olajuwon passes to Van Vliet. Robinson a screen on Irving. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. And the 3 ball is good. And Houston leads by 14.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and hitting them up.
And stolen by Williams. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Williams has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the 2 teams.
Murray outside. Outside Irving. Gafford trying to break free. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Houston leading by 16. Now Van Vliet. It's Williams, high post. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Olajuwon. Monk grabs the board. Monk's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And on the way from Irving for 3. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got 3 assists now in this one. Outside Williams. Olajuwon on the wing. Back to Williams. Olajuwon kicks to Van Vliet. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. In the corner, it's Flag. And again, Dallas with the 3.
Ready for the feed. Cooper Flag is a player. You have to run off that shot.
Pass to Olajuwon. Nice move. And that's 2 points on the layup. Olajuwon's gotten 48.
And he has led the attack for them the entire game, and now he's trying to get them to the finish line.
Murray for three. It's rebounded by Houston. Robinson's got his 6th rebound on the night. There's Olajuwon. The 11-footer. The Mavericks pull it in. Monk looking around. Robinson against Gafford. Irving fires. The three is off.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that
time. Here's Van Vliet. Murray with it. Now guarded by Monk. Olajuwon inside. Gafford's there. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Houston making a switch. Hawkins is checked in. Mavericks trail by 12. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus.
Now going to the 3-guard lineup now.
Against Van Vliet. For the screen on Van Vliet. Here's Gafford. It's stolen by Olajuwon. Now Van Vliet.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Clock at 6. Olajuwon inside. He's covered by Murray. No good. Here's Gafford. And they pick up the 2.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Houston. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Olajuwon drawn the double team. Got it!
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Irving. That one is off. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option. And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Houston.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments I thought for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And they put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only one left to play.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Hakeem Olajuwon.
Now, he was really an intimidator out there. His shot blocking was incredible.
Releases from 15. Trying again. So we see Houston taking the W here. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Hakeem Olajuwon.
All right. As we come off of that one, a must-win game for Team Dream as they hold off the Mavericks. They came on there early, but it was, like I said in the force, it was the rebounding that killed the Mavericks. 18 offensive rebounds for Team Dream as they went 9 for 27 from downtown against the Mavericks, 10 for 31. Man, both teams went to the free throw line quite a bit in this one. 14 for the 14 free throw attempts for the Dallas Mavericks and 19 free throw attempts for Team Dream, but it was not enough for Dallas as they were ultimately down by 20 points. But give them credit for coming and getting the back into the game and getting it down to at least 10. So give them credit for that. But they just couldn't keep Team Dream off the glass. Olajuwon with a great performance tonight, 48 points, 32 rebounds. This is crazy. I mean, we were seeing the modern era. You're throwing these old school big men in here with all these big men who aren't used to banging and boxing out consistently, and they're just having a field day. Like usually, Chamberlain averages about 32 rebounds, but now you're starting to see, that's the first time I've seen Olajuwon have 32 rebound game, I believe. And this is alongside with Mark Williams was there. So that's just, man. And he had 5 blocks and 3 steals. 4 turnovers, though, so that's a little bit of a bugaboo. But all in all, a good game by Olajuwon here. Kyrie Irving had 31 points, 5 assists, had 4 turnovers himself, and went 4 for 11. So he had a solid, not really. I mean, 4 turnovers for a point guard, that's pretty high, man. You don't want that. And he only had 5 assists to go with it, so that's not really what you want. Murray played decently, I guess. But nobody else. Cooper Flag shut down in this one. 3 for 5, only 7 points. And no one else pretty much showed up for Dallas. Let's take a look here at some of Olajuwon's highlights. Had a lot of transition plays in this one. Getting out and taking advantage of some of those steals and those blocks that he had. Those hard double teams that we see all season long. All season long we see the legends abusing that aspect of basketball. Low post. Taking advantage of mismatches. It's a skill you don't see in the NBA anymore. Mismatch hunting. You just don't see it anymore. But Team Dream gets a much-needed win to get back in the hunt for that number 3 position. Let's go ahead and take a look at the standings there on that. Now they have reduced their position to the Mambas by a half of a game. So they are within a half of a game of catching the Mambas. And about a game and a half of catching the Jays for that number 3 spot. But it's very important that they get out of that number 5 spot we've already talked about, because the number 5 spot will have no home court advantage in the playoffs. And as you can see here, the number 4 and the 5 play in the first round. So you can rest assured if you're in the first round, it's probably going to go 7 games from the 4 and the 5 spot against 2 legend teams. And if you were to win that, even if you were the 4 or the 5, you're most likely you're going to have to play the number 1 seed in the next round with no home court advantage. So you can probably rest assured it's going to go at least 6 to 7 games, a war, and then you have to factor in the number 1 seed we playing the number 8 seed. A modern era team. Well, they'll probably dispatch maybe at best 4 games. I'll be generous and say I might be able to get at least 1 game, but they probably won't even do that much. So they'll be well rested coming into that second round, and you'll be coming off of a 7-game war most likely. But with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and take a look here at the next game coming up. It's going to be at Donnybrook. You do not want to miss this one, because now it is time. Yes, there it is, folks. Bird and Magic 1 here in the season. You guys have already seen my Bird and Magic series that I did before. Well, they're back at it again, but this time it's in the modern era with 8 other legends. But now they meet again for the first time as Team Larry Bird takes their 22-game record, their 22-game winning streak, and puts it on the line against the hottest team in the Western Conference, Magic Johnson's Las Vegas Showtime. The number 1 scoring team in the NBA against one of the best defensive teams in the NBA. Let's go ahead and break this down for you guys before we end the stream. As Showtime, we take a look at them first. Showtime at one point had a 14-game winning streak. However, it was snapped a couple of games ago by the actual Hakeem Olajuwon's Team Dream, where Olajuwon had a great performance, scored 39 points and had 17 rebounds, but more importantly, he hit the game-winning dunk at the end to give his team a much-needed win against Las Vegas Showtime to get back in the hunt for number 3 spot in the Western Conference, and they snapped Showtime's winning streak. So, but Showtime comes right back, puts on a heck of a performance, blows the heck out. Look at this. Destroyed the Knicks. 132 points to 88. They just bounced right back. Magic Johnson with a crazy triple-double. 16 points, 20 rebounds, 24 assists. He had 9 turnovers, but it didn't even matter. It didn't even matter. Now, keep in mind, Anthony Towns was hurt, did not play in this game, but I don't think it wouldn't have mattered. I mean, it wouldn't have mattered. The Knicks they shot 62%. And more importantly, look at that. Look at Showtime over there on the right-hand side. They had 59 points in fast break. That is insane. 59 points out of 132 were in transition, guys. That's like 45% of the points. You know, it's like, man, that's insane. So that's what Team Larry Bird will be facing tonight as they face them for the first time this season. Now switching over to Team Bird in their situation. And for those that may have been coming in late, remember, Team Larry Bird started the season off horribly as they lost their first 2 games of the season. One, their home opener against the Magic, and then on the road, their first road game against Team Isaiah Thomas's Bad Boys. And their first win came actually against the Oklahoma City Thunder on ring night as they received their championship rings from the year prior on a 17-point comeback in the fourth quarter led by Ben Simmons and Larry Bird. It was insane. Look at that. Look at Team Bird. They had 40 points in the fourth quarter to make that comeback happen. It was crazy. Bird with 46 points, 10 rebounds, assists in that game. But the real story is they got off to a little bit of a heater there, won about 3 games in a row, maybe make it 4. Then they faced Team Shaquille O'Neal, lost 2 in a row to Shaq out in the Western Conference. So Shaq has beaten Team Larry Bird twice. So if they had the same record and matched in the finals, Shaq would have the home court advantage in that situation. So that's a tiebreaker. If they had the same record or a something of that sort. Then they lost their last game to Atlanta, and since November 14th, Team Larry Bird has been spotless. They have beaten all comers with 22 games in a row. They are by far the hottest team in the NBA. However, in the Eastern Conference, as you can see, it is a dogfight for that number 1 spot as the Globetrotters right now are occupying it by the slimmest of margins at the number 1 seed with a 28-4 record. Team Larry Bird's 28-5 record, with Team Jordan underneath them at 28-5, and Team Kareem at 28-8, who have clawed back up, but they're down by 2 games. And the Bad Boys, who have gone through their problems and their tribulations, are down at 2.5 games out. So they've got some problems. They got to answer. But nonetheless, Team Larry Bird has done their thing. At one point, they were at 6-5, down where the Bad Boys are at right now, and they've clawed their way back. It was just an extraordinary performance as the league's best performing. They may have the best record, but they certainly have been playing the best basketball as they have just taken out all comers, and they have beaten some bosses. Look at this. You took out the Knicks at full power. Then you beat the San Antonio Spurs. Then you took out the Orlando Magic. Then they had the ability to beat Michael Jordan twice in 1 week, and in one game, Bird hit the game winner when Jordan. If you missed this game, this was a barn burner where Michael Jordan hit the last shot with about 1 second to go, and then Bird comes right back and hits a game winner to seal the victory for Team Bird. It was insane. So it's just this legend season just continues, just put out barn burner after barn burner after barn burner, and then from there you see they take out the Clippers in a tough. Look at this game right here, a tough defensive fight. Well, this could have went either way. It was 88-70. They found a way to grind it out. Look at that. First quarter, it came out 12-28, 28-12, 15-16, 18-19, 25-25. It was a defensive grinded out game where Bol was actually the star of the game with 21 points and 15 rebounds. Larry Bird making his teammates better, letting the other guys eat while he sat back and did other things. 18 rebounds, 8 assists, 4 steals, and got other guys involved. And the journey continues where they actually beat Team Chamberlain here, 102-95. Then the Lakers on this incredible road trip they've been on. They've been on a road trip since they played Team Chamberlain. So they've been on a road trip here with the Lakers. Then they beat the New York Knicks, went out to Boston, took care of them hugely, and then just got done beating the Indiana Pacers in a very, very tough game. Although a 10-point spread doesn't conceive it, it was a much closer game throughout than it looks. As you can see, the first quarter was extraordinarily high-powered as the Pacers and Team Bird went over the 30-point threshold in the first quarter alone, followed by another 30-point killer by both teams. But then the Pacers blinked and couldn't keep up, and then Team Bird took it the rest of the way. So with that, Team Bird now finds itself on the fifth game of their 6-game road trip, as you can see, with 2 more to go. And they play their next game against the Las Vegas Showtime. So it will be quite frankly, the best of the East and the best of the West going at it. And they'll be their first 2 games. And they will play again actually next week, but it will be in Bird's house here. But tonight, Team Bird puts their 22-game winning streak on the line against the highest scoring team in the NBA, scoring 120 points a night with Team Showtime taking on Team Larry Bird. And I will have this completely, man, I don't even know what to call it, man, this epic, colossal Clash of the Titans game for you guys coming up here shortly. So make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, or whatever that thing is called. So you'll be there so you won't miss a moment of this action, because this is going to be a barn burner. You have probably the best half-court team in the NBA against clearly the best fast-break team in the NBA. Who's going to win out? I don't know. It'll be speed versus size and power. Who's going to win it? It's Bird versus Magic coming at you live. See you next time. Peace.